Okay, so this is a 1v1. This is one of my accounts. This is the HD edition, and it's a 1v1 regicide match. Me versus Jack Turnip, who is blue. Now, we'd previously played a 3v3 regicide match on Fortress like this, and he wasn't very good, and I got annoyed. I said, you know, cover the siege with your long swordsman, because I kept having halbs kept coming forward and taking out my siege onagers and my trebuchets, you know, nice expensive gold units. And he got quite annoyed, and he just had a go and saying he was better and 1v1. So this is the game. I was quite lucky, it was a recorded match, so I'm over here in the red. I do make a few mistakes, and he's over here in the blue. So we're not too far. Let's see what happens. So we're going to go on nice fast speed. So I'm over here, I set my people up, just farming. So he's doing the same. He hasn't started got his scout looking around anywhere. He hasn't started the fish yet. He hasn't put his king away, by which point I have put my king away. I've put lumber camp, granary, things like that. And I said, I bet you got the fishes because I know I'm over here. He hasn't started that. That's me trash talking him a bit. He hasn't got the fish up yet. He's got his lumber camp, you know, usual bits and bobs up. Still doesn't put his king away. Whereas I'm doing pretty much the same. Now I make the decision to go feudal pretty quick. Because I knew that this guy is quite slow to age. I assume he likes to set up his eco a fair bit. So I'm going to sit over here for a little bit, show you what I was doing. You can see I'm pumping out a few veals. I stop at 20 and I snap up to feudal, as you can see. So whilst I'm feudal, he is got 21 veals. 22, so he's got the veal lead at this point, and he gets his dock up. So shortly after I say get the fish, he does. So I help him a bit there. He seems to be scaring this veal away with his eagle. Fair enough. Naughty veal. My guy over here is, I'm just trying to get my T90 Wooloo over here. Yep, I lose my veal, so I sent my scout over. He was going over here to actually build a dock here so I could get the top one. So I'm now feudal. He isn't. You can see my score's taken a nice jump. If I go up, I'm still at 19 veals, but I'm instantly getting the buildings ready. So he's staying with me for feudal. I get the buildings up. Now the reason I go for an archery rather than anything else, he was scouting me. That's where he wants to push, you see, because that's eventually later in the game he pushes there. I don't know why I did that. So I get the archery range up because he's Mayans. I know he's going to go plumes. He's now put his king in there. I don't actually kill the king. See, my dock's up. I've got up there. She is now actually going to go over here, so I can build a town centre over here, so I can have a two-pronged attack, you see. Now, I know I haven't got the res yet, and she actually has to wait a little bit, but that's fine. So he's got the score lead. He must be feeling pretty confident. I do lose quite a few farms at this moment in time, because I just haven't been sorting things out. So yeah, he's booming. You see, he actually collects more resources than me. He's got 2 on gold, quite a few on food. Let's just see how many builds he's got. I've got 20. He's got 33, you see. So he does have the lead. He should be feeling pretty confident. Be interesting to see where he expands and when. I know he comes out this side, because that's where I attack him. Mainly. He sort of attacks here. But there's also a gap in his trees here, apparently. Oh, like, is he going to get T90'd? Has he got loom? I don't know. Well, he sent 2 veals. Not judging by that, so he hasn't got loom. But there's actually a gap in the wall here, I think, because I come running in here. I don't know whether one of his veals chops a tree over here. So I actually stay in castle quite a while. This is where I start booming up a bit. You can see I've got 27 veals, and I've got more queued over here. I'm building a TC here. I'm just getting an outpost up to check the mid so I can cover this whole side. I'm going straight for the monastery. I ended up collecting all 4 relics, which is obviously helpful. Now I'm naughty. I don't bother renewing this lumber camp. What I eventually do is pull all of these veals and put them onto this line. So I've got that up. Over there, over here. I still haven't got many fishing boats up because I'm still running low on wood. Hence, I'm plunking all of these over here, just plonking them straight over. Meanwhile, he is taking stone for some reason, building houses. Taking a lot of stone, knowing that he's going to want plumed archers, so at least he knows what he's doing in that regard. I've got 38 veals, he has got 49, so I'm catching up. But he is savaging that fish. I wonder, the forest. Yeah, what's he doing here? I want to see how long it takes him to sort those out. It's 17 minutes in, game time. I've got it on fast. There he goes. What's he building? An archery range, okay. So he's looking at going up. You can see I'm beginning to push around a little bit, get some more farms up. Okay, I do have a problem with some of these. Sometimes I get some of the builds stuck, as you can see here. There's my third TC up. Getting some more houses, because I realise I might get housed. Still trying to collect as much wood as possible, just so I can get some more boats up. Losing some farms. Trying to remember to get some upgrades. Wouldn't mind having cap trade so you can see where the upgrades are. Pretty good. So I've got 54, he's got 61, so he's still got the veal lead. Now he finishes the game with more veals than me. And you can see he's got a ton of food, so I don't know why he hasn't aged up yet. He's got way more resources than me. There we go. He's pushing up here and he's pushed up, so now he must be feeling pretty confident. Because he's building barracks, he's getting his lumber up. What he doesn't know is I'm over here, and this is where I screw up, you see. I think that this pond is connected to that pond without looking at the map, which is stupid. So I actually lose some wood, which means that these veals idle over here. Boom, 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 boom. Any second now, I start realising. So it's actually pretty close, yeah, see. Move them down there. Get my third relic. I've already got 2 of them. At this point, I'm pumping stuff out. There you go, there go the veals just moving over there. Another wolf come in, I take that. You can see I've now got 62 veals. He's got 68. And my resources aren't looking quite so healthy as his. I actually pop another monastery just so they're split a little bit. Taking more gold there. There we go, so now I've got this up. I figure he's probably fishing on this dock because he wasn't this side because he wasn't fishing up here. So I start building some boats. A galley is the first thing I build, just have a quick look around. Once he starts attacking me in a few minutes with a galley, I actually push, just make another galley, cancel the rest of the galley. So you can see he's building an army already. Long swordsman and plumed archer, so he's feeling pretty good because he's got a 1,000-point score lead there. You know, but you can see I'm now building my army stuff over here, grabbing some upgrades over here whilst I'm waiting. There we go, straight to imp. At this point I've got 72, he's got 97. This is where I find him. This is where I start attacking him, you see. I still lose some more boats. Some more farms. He then pulls over here to try and get away from me, failing to realise that I've got a galley up here. Any second now. So he must be building that galley. Yeah, there's the galley. And he goes for a second galley to try and take mine out. But I instantly switch, drop the galleys that are coming out, build a fire ship. Just leave that up there. He is cut his way out there, and look, this little naughty veal here, that's the one. So at some point, yeah, I've got 5 samurai in here. I think at this point, I'm considering, yeah, I've moved my king all the way up here. Because I know he's a low elo, he's not going to think about that, he's going to go straight for the castle. Over here is really safe, because he isn't going to look there, even if he wages war here, and he pushes this bit of wall. I'm pretty safe, because it looks like I've got something in there. By now I've taken out all his fishing, so I'm fishing here. I'm also housed. You can see I'm suddenly trying to spam houses everywhere, realising that I should probably build a castle at some point. Here comes the castle. So he's pushing here. This is where most of the fighting takes place. I'll actually slow down a little bit. So here we go, you can see it's much slower. That's coming in. I now realise, oh crap, he's got farms here. I eventually push over here a little bit. I've got a few boats over here taking some extra fish for me. And I've still got some, you know, spare army boats, navy boats there. He loves his fields. Yeah, he's got a lot of farms over there. Now I actually go for double castles, realising he's going to build loads, and he's probably going to push up through here. I go for 2 castles just to hold it. Now you can see I'm spamming it. Now he's pushing all in there. That's fine. I just want to move these mangonels just to make sure they don't destroy my own people. I know I'm going to take that down with the swordsman. They all come out. I then think about attacking with that, or they auto attack, so I pull them back. Because it looks like they're clustering, I move the mangoes forward, At this point, I don't know he's got this here, you see. I don't notice this, and I don't see all of these. He pushes forward with them, but I've got this ready. Nice little castle to finish them off. Oh, and this is where... So I moved those samurai forward and actually come through this wall here without me realising in a moment. I've been making some skirms because I know he's going to go plumes, so I'm ready, and you can see I've now got the score lead. He's now pushing. He's got long swordsman versus two-handed, so I've got a lot more health, a bit more health and a lot more damage, along with some mangoes. We'll clear this up, although I do take out some of my own people. I do lose the mangoes. He's very good at trying to attack these. He knows, well, I think he knew because of that team game that I like my siege, but I clear that up and I sort of have a look and pull back. These get swept up because they push in here, and then these plumes take them out. You can see they just drop. The mangoes auto attack the field. At this point, these guys are moving forward. I'm just having a look. They actually get through this hole in the wall because for some reason his lumber camp's there and he's decided to chop here, and I just walk straight in. Now I know these are going to die because there's towers, there's a castle. Didn't realise that was where his king was. I could have just pressured here, taken that out pretty easily. I take out his scout because that's what they do, and I just think about having a look around. Now he's still got lots of idols here. They're going to die. At this point I'm considering what am I doing? Getting some skirms up here in case he pushes the mid to try and get the gold. But actually he comes back through here, through this bottom channel, sort of along here, and attacks here. You can see I haven't renewed that, so it's a bit naughty. I've moved the stone miners because they took all the stone and put them there, and the gold. So I've got plenty of gold. Now these are about to get massacred. They see the mangoes and run. I'm imp. I don't realise I've got 2 trebs in that castle. Got 1 treb out. Start trebbing this one down. And down it goes, slowly and surely. I've got my houses coming in. I've got some extra wood, my wood there. My fishing boats are in. They work sort of here because I'd put them on a shore fish at one point, which was naughty. My farms are going down, but I know I don't really need them. The thing is, at this point, let's have a look at the res. So he's got plenty of gold. He's got more res than me, but he hasn't got food, so I take him out. Now here, this is nice. Under the cover of the castles, I just sort of keep chucking mangoes at them. Now this is a good trade, I think, because they're taking out more value than I'm losing, which is nice, even though I lost them. And the castles are taking some out as well. In here, oh crikey, I didn't realise they actually, I just left these in here attacking the barracks, you see, I didn't look back. I didn't realise they were taking out the villas at the same time. I thought they were tanking those archers. Oh, okay, they get down. They're taking the towers. So I probably could have pushed these up here and attacked a few of those villas, which is fine. This is him coming forward with the battard, you see. Now all I see is this wall go down, and I'm thinking at this point, what the hell, because his castle. I'm thinking he must have a treb. Now I'm actually sending them around this way, so my samurai are coming here ready. Now these samurai will die because he actually sends an army through here, but his petard isn't enough to destroy the wall. Now look at the res again. So he's got plenty of wood, plenty of gold and plenty of stone. I've got plenty of gold, reasonable amount of food, but I've also got 4 relics. Now I've started making skirms over here just to counter the... see, I've taken out another castle, so that's 2 castles down. I've started creating skirms to counter these plumes. I don't want him to get to imp, you see. It'll be a little bit harder, purely because elite plumes are quite horrible. I'm also having a wood crisis still, you can see. So these guys can't actually build another archery range, which is what I really want them to do. So I'm holding here. Now these will actually die in a second. I don't know who wins this. See, I pull back. I'm trying to lure them into the castle fire slowly. Trying to do it. Just to get them into the castle so the castle can take some out as well. And then which means the samurai can move forward, and the samurai will take some out as well. Now they push forward, the samurai will finish them off. Sort of just look at them. Now I don't really pay attention to this bit in the game. I didn't realise they were pushing there. I noticed that they started on these houses, so I just leave them. don't notice necessarily the Lord Swordsman coming. When they get here, I think I just throw this lot down there to finish it off. I think this is where he pushes here. Hang on, let's just rewind a second. I don't. That's from the beginning. Anyway, he starts pushing here. I realise what he's going to do. I have got those skirms in here, so I just plonk another bit of wall down, drop the skirms out, and leave them there just to pick some of them off. Now, at this point, I'm still losing farms, as you can tell. I don't know what the skirms are doing. Oh, they're trying to decide to go down there, which is annoying. That's me regrouping them to say no, attack the plume, stay by the wall. By this point, I'm pushing quite well here. I'm just taking out houses because that's what's in range and pretty safe. Why not? And they kind of go down. When I realise that they're drip feeding from over here, I push this way, and eventually he sort of resigns, I think. Now I've got my skirms this side. I don't think these guys actually get to see combat really. I sort of just push them there ready. So they're pushing here. Now I've got enough skirms over here really that I can cover myself pretty well, as they're just being drip fed. There you go. You win, I'm shit, I need to get better, not aggressive enough. And I give him a little bit of help. We haven't expanded, you know, he's just here. I'm up here as well, here. And I've got the 4 relics, which he hasn't got, and both fish sides. So, you know, I've got all the fish that's in here. I've got the fish that's in here. Only 2 TCs, I didn't need any more. These guys get massacred, which is fine. I think he realises it's GG at this point. He holds on for a little bit. I think it's until I start attacking this lot. And he spent... To me, it seemed like a long time in feudal. Maybe it's because I went castle quite quick. But don't forget this was also on like super speed. I think the game was on fast anyway, maybe. So they sort of just look at each other. Nice one. And there's my army coming in. I've got skirms over here, and he quits, you see, with a 3,000 point lead from me. And that's what happens when you challenge someone with an elo who's 300 higher than you to a 1v1, after showing them that you're not very good in a solo match, or in a 3v3. You die. We can look at the achievements. I don't know if it's going to show them. So you can see that, you know, much of high military, it's all relative, right? Higher eco, not that much higher tech, lower society, but that's fine because I didn't have as many castles as him. Military, higher military, or higher killed by times 3, lost a lot less. You didn't take a single one of my buildings. Interestingly, walls don't count there, clearly. Army's not much bigger than his, but I have the counters and like the land. He took way more resources. Well, I say way more. But 333 there, 333 more there, 3,000 more there. Twice as much so, which is fair enough because he wanted those castles. But I got more gold anyway before we go over to the relic gold, which isn't there. He's researched more, so I don't know what he was researching. Probably too much. Well, I suppose he was researching for archers as well as infantry, whereas I kind of just stayed with infantry. Didn't need to switch, and just elite skirm didn't really push them up anymore. He didn't get to imp. You can see he spent 14 minutes in feudal, which was a bad thing for him to do. 4 relics, so the extra 2,500 gold, less fields, didn't need them because I probably would have had them on gold anyway. And timeline, smashed it, mate.